Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I want to say a very big thank you to friends, family, strangers, everyone who was taking time out to view my videos. Thanks for the corrections, thanks for the love, thanks for everything. I really do appreciate you. Today I want to talk to us about communication. Oftentimes I've heard people say a lot about communication is key. You have to communicate with your friend, communicate with your partner, communicate at work. But today I want to talk about the tone of conversation. It is very important for us to know the tone of conversation when we are communicating. I mean, communication is key, but the tone is even more important when it comes to that. Okay, I've heard Yoruba say something like "Bele oni ako ode ni abo." That means the tone at which you communicate with people is very important. You can be showing gratitude to someone and it doesn't cut across like gratitude. You could be saying thank you and the person sends it like you means you're trying to say, oh, it is my duty to do that for you. And you could be saying, oh, thank you. And it really means that, oh, you're showing how much you are grateful to that person. So have you ever wondered what the tone of conversation should be? It is very important when talking to a boss, when talking to a subordinate, when talking to people generally, your partner. Do not talk in condescending manner to people and you feel like it's all right, they're going to understand. No, you cannot be talking to someone on the top of your voice and you expect the person to understand. It took a while for me to understand these things, but now that I understand, I am doing better at it. I mean, I've never seen anyone been upset and then they're speaking calmly. If you've seen someone like that, I think you should run away from the person. Like, you know that this person is really angry at you and then the person is still speaking to you calmly. I mean, it's just like you meeting your partner with someone else, you know, they be involved intimately, or you're meeting your friend talking ill about you to someone else, and then you just calmly say, oh, well done, and then the conversation afterwards is so calm. Don't you think you need to run away from the person? And that's another thing. I mean, I've never seen someone who is really mad and then the person is speaking calmly. Once I'm mad at you, you've done something really wrong to me, I prefer not to speak at that time, because if I do, I would end up regretting everything I've said, and it would not even take me up to 2 hours, or you know, it would not take me long before I start to regret it. I start to feel like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have said this to this person. So now that I learned that about myself, I would walk away or not even speak at that time. I just would do whatever I'm supposed to do at that time and walk away. That has saved me many times from trouble. I mean, at the end of the day, when I'm ready to have that conversation with that person, I would tell you means at which you can improve on yourself. Don't talk to me like that some other time. I do not like what you have just done. You know, it's more respectful that way. That way I don't get to cross the line. That way I don't get to say things I'm going to regret at the end of the day, you know. And then I've seen people say a lot about, no, that's not how to do it. You need to talk when you are mad at something. I say, no, I know myself. I know me better than you know me. So I would rather walk away, come back to tell you, you did something I do not like, you know. That way we get to settle whatever the problem is. And if I see that you're not adult enough to understand where I'm coming from, man, we call it a day. Okay, the condescending manner of which I spoke about earlier. I think not everyone means to be condescending when they speak. It's just one of those things misunderstanding would do to people. I'm really mad at what you have done. I want to drive home my point. I want you to understand that it is not supposed to be that way. And then I start to talk, use all sort of swear words on you. You know, at the end of the day, when we sit down to talk about it, you probably will understand that I didn't mean to be really, really silly, you know. But then it was me being angry, and you know, sometimes emotions take the best of us. It is what it is. But hey, let us watch the tone at which we communicate, whether with our boss, with someone we're older than, with someone who is better than us, and all of that. And this is the part where the endearing word will come in. I've seen people say a lot about, oh, I don't like it when you use endearing words on me. I think in other part of the world, endearment could just mean I'm really fond of this person or I really like the person. But I think in this our Nigeria, in this our Nigeria, you actually, when somebody starts to use dear for you, just know the person is probably telling you that you don't mean you're not older than I am, or we're, you know, of the same age mates. And I've seen people on the internet talk about don't use it. And it's even funny when somebody would not even use it right. They'll say, my dear, like, whatever is that? So endearing words, to me, I actually like it when it's coming from an old elderly person. You know, when a Yoruba auntie, you know, who is older than I am, would say something like, okomi, bele, kushe. I like it so much. When my mom would say, okomi, otojo meta, okomi is like, my beloved, you know, otojo meta. But I don't like it when it's coming from someone. I mean, I'm older than you are, and then you're saying to me, okomi. Where's that coming from? No. But an elderly person, you know, who hasn't seen you in a long time, be like, my dear one, or my dearly beloved, or something. You know, it actually makes you feel a sense of belonging. But now I'm older than you, and then you're like, my dear, tiny dear, please don't use that word on me. No, I don't like it. I don't do so well with it. But coming from my mom, coming from my sisters, you know, older than I am and stuff, it makes me feel good. I don't know if it's that way for every other person, but we are not in the same age group. Some persons will say, oh, Nigerians take this age thing. Yeah, we really do. I mean, I've paid my dues to people who are older than I am. You that I'm older than, you had better not be very silly to me, talking to me in some condescending manner. I'll send you to where you belong. I probably would not even have that conversation with you. Imagine you texting me and you're saying something like, my dear, I really need you to help me. First, I'm going to look at you like, if we are in an official settings, don't use that kind of word on me. No, you could just go straight to the point. Hello, Aniyano, I got your number from blah, blah, blah. Sakadeli, my name is, you know, go straight to the point. Don't use some freaking endearing words on me. I don't like it. Don't use endearment. My dear, sweetheart, boo, bae. Who's your boo? Who's your bae? Let's be guided. Okay, another one is, you know, you being emotional when you are mad at something. That's me. And my mom would say something like, Asukuro you learning to, when you're done getting emotional, then come talk to me. And it really, at that time when I was young, I didn't understand what she meant, but I think I do understand it now. She was trying to build me, you know, you should not be so soft when you're talking to other people. Put yourself together and have this communication with whoever you want to converse with. And I understand that it's not everybody that can put themselves together when it comes to that. You are mad at something and you wanted to talk about it. At that point, it gets you emotional. I've been able to jump mine because I understand that when I walk away from whatever is making me mad at that time, when I come back to talk about it, I'm not as mad as I was before. Hence, I do not get emotional. Have you ever seen anyone pretending not to be mad? Yeah, that's another thing. The person is really boiling inside, but the person comes and be like, oh no, that's not a problem. Of course, you know, friends, family, and you know, you must have known a little about them. So the next time you see someone who is mad at something and pretending not to be, you could tell the person, you know what, please do not pretend not to be mad. Just talk to me. We can have this conversation. That way the person don't get to stomach a lot, because when you stomach a lot, trust me, on the day when you want to speak about it, it's going to be really bad. So let us watch the tone at which we communicate with people. And the last one I want to talk about is people ghosting on people. I am your friend, and because I'm angry at something, I don't have my life put together, I just go away. I don't want to talk about it. I am so guilty of this, but I'm trying to jump that so much. I don't want to pester you, because I feel like when I get to talk to you about how I feel, every now and then you begin to feel like, oh, you're bothering me. So sometimes when I'm really not in a good mood, not in a good space, I tend to leave people. And friends would say, no, that's not the right thing to do. You need to communicate about it. So please, if you're of the attitude, of ghosting on people. This is the time for you to stop it. Communicate in the right tone. Communicate in the right tone with everyone. Doesn't matter who this person is to you. Communicate about it, okay? Today's communication. And that is why you just sense that some persons are just apologizing for apology's sake. This person will just say, I am sorry, so we can move past this with no remorse one bit. And then you can tell, like, no, this person doesn't feel no remorse. This person just wants to say, I'm sorry, let us move past this. I'm sorry, that's what you want me to say. I'm sorry, that's what you want to listen to. I am sorry without a change of attitude. I'm sorry without remorse. That does not sound right. I am sorry, let's just go on. And that's why you find out that when two persons are involved in an argument, and when they want to say it, when the whole argument be over, you can sense that the tone at which they used on themselves while they were communicating earlier, when it was at the heat of the moment, it's quite different from how they're going to tell another person about it. The person could just say, oh, she got me angry, and I said, oh, you're silly. But while the person was involved with the other person during the argument, the person could have just said something like, you are very silly. Don't talk to me like that. The tone of conversation is very important when we are talking to some persons and when we are talking to everybody. You cannot be given a speech in an auditorium and then you are not doing it right. It matters a lot. You cannot want to approach someone who just lost a vital thing and then you go there smiling. I am a communicator. I work on the radio. You cannot want to talk about someone's demise and you're full of smile and people can sense that this person is smiling or laughing. No. You cannot want to congratulate someone on the radio or on the TV for achieving something and then your voice is just being straight like, congratulations to, no. Yeah, congratulations to blah, 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 blah. He or she has done something. Conversation has its tone and then we really need to learn it. Today's communication and tone, I want to say thank you. Okay, lastly, before I go, this is on the lighter part. Please, if you have a friend, family, whatever that works in a toothpaste company, please link me up. Look at that. Do you want me to waste that? Thank you. Till I come your way again. Please subscribe, like, and of course, leave a comment below. I love you.